Alright, Shalom. Before I start, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Kakodash, and I want to give a double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the elect out there throughout the four corners of the earth who are preaching and teaching this word in truth and in sincerity. Alright, man, this is the brother Kabash from the Phoenix, Arizona camp. Lord willing, bringing you another video to edify. And so in this one, I'm gonna go into on how true wisdom is not gotten and is not dwelling in these churches, man. Okay, these Christian churches, Catholic churches, Mormon churches, Korean churches, all these churches, all right, all these temples that are made by hands. Okay, the Lord is not dwelling in them because there's there's too much folly, man, that goes on in them churches. Okay, you got some bugged out shit that goes on in there. All right, and you have everybody putting on the front of being innocent and righteous, but it's called a front, man. It's an act. Because as soon as they leave and go about their week, man, they're right back to their bullshit. But they go to church for the prosperity, goody feeling. Alright? Because what is taught in these churches, oh, that you will be forgiven. As long as you say you love Jesus and call upon Jesus, okay, which his true name is Yahushai. Look, see, so they don't even teach the right name. They don't even have the right image. They don't teach you any of the laws. They don't teach you how to be wise. They don't teach you how to conduct yourself. They don't teach you self-control. They tell you to go about your life and do what you want to do. Do as thou will, man. And you will be forgiven as long as you keep coming back, paying tithes, and saying that you love Jesus. Stupid ass shit, man. It's madness. So I'm gonna get some precepts, man. Acts 7:48. And it says, howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, as saith the prophet. And then there's another one here, Acts 17:24, just to get two accounts. And so it reads in Acts 17 and verse 24. It says, the Most High that made the world and all things therein, seeing that he is the Lord of heaven and earth, dwelleth not in temples made with hands. So look, see? So the Lord isn't really dwelling in there. And it's obvious because there's no wisdom coming out of there. Okay, you got women twerking. You got women twerking in churches, man. You gotta be kidding me. Plus, these churches uphold these heathen holidays. Like today is Sunday, man. Christmas Eve day. December 24th, 2023. And you know what these these damn churches are going into? The holiday spirit, it's really just demons. Hey, they're going all up into that Christmas shit, man. But read Jeremiah 10 and 1. It says to learn not the way of the heathen. Alright? Man, the lack of instruction, really, that comes from these churches is wild, man. People really can't take people really don't take anything away from the churches outside of just a good feeling. Like the scriptures say, like the scriptures say to. I'll grab it. Proverbs 22:6. And it says, train up a child in the way he should go. When he is old, he will not depart from it. So look, so it says, train up a child in the way he should go, not the way he wants to go. But pastors will tell you that you can do anything, kids can do anything you want, and you'll figure it out, and blah, 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 blah. But they're not guiding you in the way that you should go. They're scattering the flock, man. They are really teaching lies. They are really teaching lies in there. They're not giving you any type of warning. They're not telling you of prophecy that punishment is going to come. Because there are instructions in the Bible as to what you should do to avoid punishment. And let's back that up, because we got to back it up with the scripture, man. The scripture say to prove all things, all right? And they can't prove the fact that you can do whatever you want and that you'll be saved, because there's, man, a plethora of scriptures that say that the wicked shall not be unpunished. That if you have a knowledge of a law and go against it anyways, that there remaineth no more sacrifice for that sin. And what is sin? Sin is a transgression of the law, and the scriptures say that the wages of sin is death. So when bad times come upon the earth, which they are coming, all signs are pointing towards it, guess what? The Lord is not going to have mercy on a malicious soul, on an evil soul. Anyways, this is 2nd Ezra 7 verse 21. Actually, I'll set up a little bit. 2nd Ezra 7 verse 20. It says, for there be many that perish in this life, because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them. People would hate that they can't smoke a blunt. People would hate that they can't eat bacon. People would hate that they can't eat shrimps, crabs, and lobsters. People would hate that they can't do according to their lust on the Sabbath day. Okay, you can't pipe your woman on the Sabbath day. Man, I can't pipe, man. That's some bullshit, man. It's just another day, man. What the fuck, man? People find the law of the Lord, to be like shackles, man. But really, the scriptures say that His commandments are not grievous. They're not for a bad thing, man. People would hate how on the Day of Atonement, man, I can't eat, man. I'm starving, man. I'm starving, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm starving. Hey, that's what you got to do, man. Okay, because the scriptures say that it's the whole duty of man to keep the commandments. For keep the commandments. For this is the whole. Oh, it says fear the Lord. People. Everything always leads back to people lacking the fear of the Lord, man. People don't fear the Lord. People don't really believe that He will kill them. They don't believe it. They don't believe it, man. They have no fear. But that fear will come. Anyways, verse 21 says, for the Most High hath given straight commandment to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should It says, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. Nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but spake against him, and imagined vain things, and deceived themselves by their wicked deeds, and said of the Most High that he is not, and knew not his ways. But his law have they despised, and denied his covenants, and his statutes have they not been faithful, and have not performed his works. And that's a perfect explanation, man. Okay, the scriptures say it the absolute best, and so this is why we get a precept to prove what we say, man. Because come on, man, that's on point. Okay, that's a perfect strike to the outfield, man. A home run right there, man. That's a home run scripture right there. All right, let's see. We can get a. Let's see, right unto a man. Proverbs 14 and verse 12, and it says, there is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death, because people involve their emotions with how they feel about things in this life. Like we had this dude at the camp yesterday say, I think, he'll say, I think we can all have morals and be good to each other without God. It's like what indicates good and evil? And if that's the case, if you feel like something is good in your own mind, well, how about these damn bug outs, man? These pedophiles and people that stealing shit in their mind, they think it's good. So is it good? The Lord has set good and evil. All right, He has indicated what those are, and if you don't live according to those ways, you will die, man. You will die. The Lord is bringing death to the earth because of the fucking amount of madness that is in the earth right now. What is that? Hosea 4 and 1. And it says, hear the word of Yahweh, ye children of Israel. For Yahweh hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land. There's no truth being taught anywhere but by the prophets, man. The prophets that are waking up. But this is only for a few. All right, but those ones in the churches, to go back to it, those pastors are blind. They are blind by the money that they get. They are blind by the damn degrees that they have up on their walls, so they feel as if they're correct. Anyways, Matthew 15 and 14. It says, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. Because them pastors ain't looking at prophecy. They're not looking at the signs of what's going on in the world. They're not doing according to 2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 1, to where it tells you to measure thou the time diligently in itself. And how do you measure the times? You look at what the scripture says, and you look at what's going on in the world, and you say, okay, well, in Matthew 24th chapter, man, Yahweh Shai told us that these would be the signs of the end, and hey, we're seeing them. So guess what? We're in the times of the end. Everything's on a decline. People are getting more and more oppressed and afflicted. Things are getting more and more wicked. Hey, and plus, man, you got wars about to break out. Hey, it's time to wake up. Come out of the churches. Do your own research. take heed to the true prophets who are actually bringing you knowledge and who are actually pushing knowledge from the source itself, the scriptures, because this is where wisdom comes from. True wisdom. All right. Romans 1:22. It says, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. You people think that the way that you live is the right way to be. It says, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made like to corruptible men, and to birds, and to four-footed beasts and creeping things. Wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through the lusts of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause, the Most High gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. Man. And if I'm not mistaken, man, that word nature goes back to like it's basically like the same thing as natural. The things that these women do are not natural, man. It says in verse 27, and and likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, um, because they have man with man marriage. All right. It says, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving themselves the recompense of their error, which was meat. All right. So you really gotta get into the scriptures, man. You gotta read. All right. Actually, there was one that a brother brought out. It's lucky. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to find it. Actually, right here. Woo! Here it is. 1 Timothy 4:13. And so it says, till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. Wow. So give attendance to reading. That's really what you got to do. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. That's another scripture to say it. So you got to give attendance to reading, not attendance to hearing your bald-headed ass sweating headed ass fucking pastor in your church, who's not going to tell you anything correct, but he's only going to tell you what you want to hear. Because guess what, man? Our people said that's what that's what they want to hear, man. Okay, our people said to prophesy unto us lies, prophesy unto us deceits. But what you want to hear is not what you need to fucking hear, man. And that when the time comes, you will have wished that someone would have like forced you to hear what you needed to hear. Because it's like when they're in that time of hell, they'll think, shit, bro, I wish I can go back in time and tell myself to just listen and to get right. That's gonna fucking happen. That is going to happen, alright? But with that being said, I hope and pray that that this was edifying. And so until the next one, I'm gonna say shalom.